Laura, in your opinion, what are the greatest challenges the pharmaceutical sciences and AAPS will face in the next 25 years?
Well, I'll have to think about it. What has changed in the past 25 years?
Okay, brainstorming. We have Facebook, iPhones, robotic surgery, and we live in an increasingly globalized world. The world has changed.
Yeah, when it comes to science, technology has allowed us to simulate complex systems such as protein interactions.
Right. And we have also generated tons of biological data that enabled us to better understand complex biological pathways. Great progress has come from academia, industry, and the government. Despite this progress, we haven't seen a proportional increase in new or safer drug treatments. So, where do we go from here?
Collaboration in the next 25 years is really going to be a challenge. The cost of bringing drugs to market is going up, there's a huge bottleneck at phase 2, we've seen it, and the simple fact of the matter is, it's not going to get any better in the foreseeable future. Cutting costs involves weeding out pipeline failures early and sharing this information, and as a collective, getting rid of the trash in the beginning.
Academic groups have been identifying targets, molecules, and disease models that feed into drug discovery and development for decades. But the extent to which pharmaceutical companies have looked to academia for these findings has varied. Without open communication and collaboration between these two communities, the potential for redundancy occurs often. Redundancy represents a huge waste of resources, especially if the only results of one project simply repeat and confirm the results of another.
Currently, there's so much data that we have to dive into these large databases and really find exactly what we want. And if you find data that isn't correct, it may lead you down a wrong path. So finding the correct data, understanding it, is what data mining really is.
The ever-increasing challenges in drug development require closer and closer collaborations among individual pharmaceutical scientists. We believe AAPS can do much more in promoting self-motivated participation among its members and provide more and better platforms for information sharing and collaboration.
There are ways to address this issue of the global health crisis. So maybe AAPS could create a drug resistance focus group, exchange ideas and knowledge to get a better understanding of what drives resistance and what we can do about it. AAPS would be the central leader, the central source of this exchange of information.
From target identification to drug design, to validation, and finally to clinical trials, a lot of time and costs are being spent on a trial and error basis. I think that in the next 25 years, the shortage of resources is going to drive the drug development pipeline into a community-based research. I believe that only through this type of open collaboration can we truly reduce the cost and time involved in designing and developing a drug, while at the same time support the ongoing efforts in creating safer and more effective therapeutic agents.
Collaborations.
Collaboration.
Collaborations.
Collaborations.
Collaborations. Working together.
Over the next 25 years, we at the University of Maryland, Baltimore believe that the future of AAPS and pharmaceutical sciences will be centered on promoting, developing, and maintaining collaborations. This is our association, and we promise to make its future bright.